Hello viewers, welcome back to MuleSoft-TechZone. This is Shravan Lingam and this is in continuation of our series like to become an Agentblazer Innovator. So when we go, I will quickly go through like what was done. So we have completed our age level 1 here. So level 2 is for Innovator. It is like a bit complicated when compared to championship, but it's super easy with all the instructions that you have. So we have completed all these 3 projects. You can check our playlist, and the next step is like the super badge. To earn the super badge, you can see that there is an option to click on mark as complete, but you cannot literally do that because we haven't completed those challenges. Now if you click on prompt builder templates here, uh, it will take you, you can see like the prerequisites is to complete all these 3 challenges here. So if you haven't done it, like you can click on the new tab, it will take you to our actual challenges that we have done previously. All right, let me close all unnecessary tabs here. So once it is done, this is the super badge unit. You have, if I scroll all the way down, there are like 3 different challenges. When you are trying to check your screen, you might not see like this would be like still be disabled. I'll tell you why. All right, so I'm in this video I'm going to explain the first challenge here, like translate text with a prompt template and record triggered flow. But before doing that, read each and every single instruction. For this particular super badge unit, you need a developer edition. All right, the reason why you are seeing like enable ones here, because I have done some stuff. You can, this is like enabled because I have done some steps before that. So I have created a developer edition account here, free ones. So fill out this form. Okay, this will take like up to like 15 minutes to almost like 1 hour to get an email for you. Once you got the email, please verify the account and save your username and password just for your future reference. All right, and so what we are going to do is like in this super batch, we are going to use the prompt template workspace to configure the flex, field generation and sales email prompt template, adjust an existing flow to use that, and send out an email. And concept that we are going to test are these. Please read each and everything. So once you have signed up, once you have verified the account, next step is like you must enable Einstein generative AI to work with the prompt builder templates. For that, what we are going to do is like search for like Einstein, and there you can do that stuff. Okay, so once that is done, and there is another this thing, like you need to go to session setting. Let me see if I can go to like session setting. So there is like session settings, and search for this particular one. So it is in enable mode, please disable that and click on like save. All right, and please make sure that Einstein generative AI is enabled. It is not there here somehow, I'll tell you why, but please follow this. Now what you need to do is, again, here I have already created a playground, but for you, if you are like opening this for the first time, it will show an option to create a playground. So once you click on created a playground, again it will take like 2 to 5 minutes to create a playground, and then you will see something like this, my trailhead playground 1, which is created here, right? So once it is done, what I have done is like I have clicked on launch, but before doing that, click on this 3 dotted line here and connect your org over here. So when you click on connect your org, so you should be having your email here. So let me quickly see what is my username. So this is my username, I forgot, so please save it somewhere, and then give your password. This password will be created when you have created a playground. So let me remember this. Click on login, save it, and it is saying like Superbadge blah 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 blah. So that's what in your unit it will say, like it will pop up this window. Click on OK, then click on allow and click on yes, save it. So that's what it was showing over here, like click on allow, then click on save it. Good, so we have done these parts. Let me double check the Einstein here. It's not there here, but that's fine. So if you go down here, you can see our playground is connected to this organization. This is our username, so that was replaced, right? So the first thing is like click on check challenge. It will say like please accept the, oh sorry, my bad, I'm checking the challenge, that's wrong. So we have launched this, so let me complete something onto the right side. You can see like we haven't completed this one, so this will give the error, so ignore this one. Now next thing we have to do is like prompt template. So what I'm going to do is like I'm not going to like deep dive into each and everything, but the use case is there is one company called Tranquil Trails Wellness. They are like wellness provider. So what they wanted to do is like they want to provide a better experience for their customers by adopting or incorporating new AI driven features to help the coaches better engage with the clients. So the idea of this use case is, so whenever like the customers sign up their coaching classes, they have some kind of a form to fill out that is called like goals and interests survey. Okay, so that survey, each survey submission is like it will create a record in the custom object called fitness, and that object has a field called survey input. So whatever customers fills the input, the surveys, it will create a new record inside fitness under this survey input. So basically the coaches, all the coaches speak, the managers, they speak only English, but there are customers who speaks different languages. So whenever they enter those comments in different languages, it should summarize and it should translate them into English. Okay, that is our goal. Now again, please read everything. This is like on a high level ones. So first step is like the business requirement is translate text with a prompt template and record trigger flow. For this particular video, I am only like going with the first challenge. So I will make another video for second challenge and then with the third challenge. So this is our first one. So that's what we are going to do here. So now let's create a new prompt template name translate survey input. Again, as I said, the instructions won't be like precise like we have seen like before in our previous projects, like click on this icon, do this step, etc. You have to read, you have to understand the business requirement, and you have to follow the process. So let me go here, search for prompt builder. So here it is, prompt builder. So let me first quickly check like generative AI. So there is generative AI here. So there is something called Einstein setup. Now it was popping up. So if you are not enabled, if you haven't enabled this one, I have done this before, but if you haven't enabled this particular stuff, please try to enable that. All right. So now let's go to prompt builder, click on prompt builder. And the first thing that we are going to do is create a prompt template. All right. So let's go and create a prompt template. Click on new prompt template. So for this, drop down and select the type as flex, because I think if you search here, so that's what like they were saying, like use what you will be doing here, use the prompted type to configure the flex. So I'm using that. So go back to your this thing and copy the name. So template name, they have provided like what you need to do. So give me a second, let me do that. Where is this? Yep, here it is. So translate this one, go there and put your prompt template survey input, and the API names remain same. The description, so what are we going to do here? What is the description here? So it is asking us to translate. So what I will be doing is like I will be just copying and pasting your job. There will be something like your job is to, so here this one, right? So your job is to configure a template that features automatically translates the survey comments into English and update the fields called translated survey input with AI generated translation. Okay, that is your job. So unlike like in our previous videos, they won't give you like precise instructions like, hey, copy and paste this description and all. You have to understand the business requirement and do the stuff. try to adopt that process. So I'm done here like with the description and the names, and next thing is like they are, so that's what we have done, translate survey input blah 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 blah. Now for now prompt template will only reference to the fitness object, but the team, but okay, these are the main terms that you should understand, but the team wants the template to be able to incorporate resources from account and contact objects in the future. Make sure the template can include the references to account and contact objects and fitness object. All right, so that means it is saying like we need these three references. So let's do that. So if you go here, you can see like define sources. We can define up to 5 sources, you know that we have done that before. So that's what we are going to do. Copy this account, that is my first resource, account object and account object, then add resource, go ahead and add for contact API name, object is contact, and the third one is like fitness. Go here, add a resource, fitness and fitness. So this is the custom object. Account and contact are the regular ones. Now click on next. So this is your, we have seen this before, right? Insert resource. Again, the instructions, the view can change, but what you need to do is refer to the prompt text, replace the text found in the brackets with appropriate resource that you need. They didn't mention like how to map it here in this particular Superbadge unit. They told like with appropriate resource. So you have to understand the business requirement. You need to know like, so I'll just copy it and paste it here. Okay, we have some text in the brackets, so there is something called survey input field. So you have to understand like where does this particular field comes from. All right, so that is very important. So we know like survey input field, you can just type like we know that there is a field called fitness here, right? Object. So account and contact will not have survey input field, but we have read here somewhere like there will be a survey input captures from the fitness object. So that's how I know. So what I'm going to do is remove this, insert resource, go to fitness, search if there is a survey input field. Yes, again there are two different fields. One is like translated survey input and the other one is like survey input. So just use survey input, that is not the translated survey input. Then here it is like the same survey input, not the, if the content means whatever the customers are typing. So again this is like survey input, fitness and survey input, not the translated survey input. Is not in English, translate it into the English without copying blah 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 blah, and there is like no other field that I have seen to dynamically include that value. All right, so we have done this part. Okay, let's see what else we need to take care of. Go back to your this one. So we have done this part, we have done this part, right? Be sure experiment with different models, that is fine. I'm just leaving it like as is for now. Okay, whatever model is also important, right? So I'm leaving like OpenAI GPT model for now, but they are asking you to try out different models and select that limits the response to 255 characters. Now preview the translation, this one, with using this name. Okay, very simple. This we have done in our previous sessions. So like first save it. Once you save it, you will get an option to preview. So when you click on preview, it will ask you to select the account and all those stuff. Okay, so first select the account and see like which account you wanted to. Christine, so search for this Christine, and then again search for her name, Christine. So account and contact, we have the thing. And for the fitness, what you can do is what did they ask? And for the fitness, it's asking to choose this interest. Okay, so let me go here, paste it. You can see there is one popped up. Okay, so that is done, and what you need to do next is just, I think, like you can just click on like preview. So let's preview it. Like you will have resolve prompt and uh, the generated response. So you can see like this is the result prompt here, and review the content. This one you can see this is in a different language. I think this is like Italian language. We will see that further. So what we are saying, review this prompt, and if the content in the language is other than English, translate to English, which means if you are providing it as an English one, it won't translate, but if it is other than English, it will translate. So you can see like I'm really not sure, maybe more swimming. This is what this content suggests, like uncertainty regarding a decision. So this is what it means, this one, this text. So it has translated, which is good. All right, so if you go back here, so that is good. We have tested it successfully and it looks good to me. All right, so next thing that you need to do is just save it. Maybe like you save it as the new version. Always try to do that, save it as new version, and then click on activate. This is very important. So what we have done, we have just we had our instructions. Then go back here and search for the next step that you need to do is, let's read the instructions. What is there? We have tested this. Make sure this is ready for the system. Your next step is to automate the translation service. Any new records that are created in the system should automatically translate, the survey input. All right, an existing flow called translate fitness survey input is partially built. The flow is ready, already has a start element and two get record elements. Let's see if we have that. So in our quick find, search for flow, click on flows. All right, so they said like there is already a flow called translate fitness survey input. Click on that, it will open the flow builder. And they said like the flow is already has a start element and two get record elements. So we have start element and two get record elements. So what you need to do is update the flow to ensure that the language translation is there. So they are asking us to update this particular flow to ensure that language transition feature is running. So they are asking to add a new action element immediately after the existing get record call, this one. Okay, so what we need to do is go back to here, click on plus and search for action element. So click on action. So once you have done that, you need to select the action that you want. So add a new action after get records element. So search for this, copy here, and then search for this one, translate survey input. Done. So here what you need to do is like you need to label. So let's go back, let's use the same translated translate survey input here. So that's what they are asking to do. So copy this, go back here, paste it, put the API name here. So what we need to do is we need to fill out these three variables here. So they have given like which one to use either like account from get account or this one. So you can use both, but let me just copy paste, it will be the one and the same. So go back here, so click on this, get account dot get account, that's it. Then go here. So same, likewise you can use this as well, like go here, copy this. I'm trying out different things, just wanted to let you know. You can see contact from get contact is automatically populated. Okay, so copy this and paste for the record ones. So triggering fitness. So this is done. So add an update. Next step is like add an update records element called this one. All right, so let's go ahead. So this is done. Okay, next add a new element and search for update. What was that again? Records element. So let me click on records element, update records. dismiss this. So I think it should update records, yeah, and then label it. So I will go with update blah 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 here. Again, I'm not an expert in creating flows, but I'm just following the instructions. This is there, and what they want leave as is, because they didn't specifically mention anything here. So what you need to do is just leave them as is, and that will update blah blah blah. Use the fitness record that records the flow. Set the field value for this one with value output from prior action. So what you need to do is like set the field value translated input, this one. So set this value to what field. It is asking like to set this value that is coming from our previous translated server input. So what is happening, you're getting some, your action is like that will translate, and then it will append that to our existing update the record. All right, so which is this one. So I'll just copy everything from here, don't copy the full stop there. Perfect. Okay, it is done. Prompt response. All right, so cool, this is done. Make sure your flow is ready and used for adding the action and the element. Test the flows using the record you manually created for this one. So let's go here. I think save as new version. Also, one more thing before doing that, I wanted to do one thing. Let me remove this and see. So the action, the another easiest way is like they are asking us to set up the value that is coming from our previous input. This is the action, right? So you can just click on this, and this is the prompt response. You can see it will be the same. All right, so that's it. So let us save as new version. Let's see. So just click save. So this will take some time. Once this is saved, you can click on activate. So this is done, version 2 is created, then click on activate. Now this is used to activate. So what we are doing, we are translating whatever survey input you are getting. What we are doing here is we are receiving that survey input, then translating it, and then we are updating the record with the translated value. So next thing is like we need to test it. So what they are asking us to do is like make sure the flow is ready, that is ready. Test the flow using a sample fitness record. Okay, for that manually created for this particular record. All right, so what I'm going to do is, now you are done, it is saved. Go back here. There is something called fitness here, fitness tab. We are in the Tranquil Trails app. Go to fitness. Okay, then click on like all records, or maybe like go to contacts. Okay, and search for the lady name Latisha Bryce, right? That's what they were asking us to test. For a contract, for testing purpose, include the following information in other we won't check the other details. In the survey input field, enter the Italian phrase. So this is Italian phrase, I'm copying it. And for the interest type, enter running. So go back here, close it, and you can see like fitness, there is like 0 records. Now what I'm going to do is click on new, and what I can do is I can just enter the translated input. So the survey input, I am entering it in like Italian language here. So once this is done, then I will put like interest type as what they said, like running. So I'll type it running. So rest of the fields they said like they don't bother. So click on save. Now you'll see what will happen. We have entered our survey input in like Italian language. It says like the string is too long. Okay, so it should be like 255 characters, which means there is one thing that I might need to check is remember in our instructions, like make sure we are using a model like template that allows us to use 255 characters. So what I need to do is I will go back to the prompt builder. All right, so search for my prompt builder translate survey input here, and let me search for the one which has, which can give like 255 characters. Probably this particular model is not allowing for 255 characters, so I think I will go with open API. So you can search in Google like which one would be better. So let me search if there is some called turbo. Turbo to the latest version, save as, save new version, activate. All right, so what we can do is we can click on preview. We can like double test that one, like Christina, whatever it is, the contact or fitness type, right? So this is like interest 00. I'm not sure which one it is, but let me type for Christina or oops. Anyways, I have saved it. Let us try it again. Click on save. Yep, done. See, we have changed the model to, if I go back here, I have changed my model to turbo, that is allowing me to have like more than 255 characters. So my survey input is like Italian phrase, and the translated version is like I have always wanted to run a marathon. All right, so this is how it has done. So what that flow has done is like took the survey input, then translated it, that is the action, and updated this particular record. So we are good so far. So let's see if I can still go ahead and check the challenge. So last step is go back, check the challenge. Now I'll just refresh so far what we have done. So we are basically taking the survey inputs in one of the fields called survey input field in the fitness object. Yep, done. It is like I got my 500 points. So we are good with this particular challenge. So what we have done, we have just tried to create adjust the existing flow by adding two one is like action and the other one is like updating the records, and that action will translate and update the records. So super fun. So we have completed with the first challenge in our Superbadge unit, and we will see in the next video for our second challenge. Stay tuned.